Hi everyone. Today we're going to be painting parsnips, radishes, and some mushrooms. So we're going to start with the parsnips and use your reference that I gave you earlier this week. So I'm going to begin by doing the parsnips. We're doing an outline with a percentage of black. So just watch me. Leave room for the radishes, the greens of the radishes. And then we're going to do the other one in the back. Okay. Now we're going to try to fill it in to give it some shape using the side, both sides, so that you get the shape of the radish using the side of your brush, on both radishes. Some of them are wetter than others. It's becoming too dark now, so just trying to get the shape of the radish. And the roots on the side. Okay. And then with a more pure black, you're gonna do the ends. Okay. There you have it. Whoops. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna do the leaves, indigo and yellow. We're gonna do the leaves. Yellow first. And indigo. Make sure that it's dry. Okay, we're gonna do the leaves. Okay. Okay, so this is your leaf. Let it dry a little bit. You can dry it. Let me bring that a little bit closer to you so you can see. You can dry it a little bit, or else you can let it dry. And then you're gonna do the veins. But don't let it dry too long because you want it to kind of blend in. Okay, more upright to get a thinner line. Okay, so those are your leaves. Okay, so now we're going to switch to the radishes. So you want to either use the same brush or a different brush to do the shape of the radish. And that is using 400, 390, or else like an orangey color to get that rusty looking radish. Oops. Let's see. My 400 is coming off. Let's see. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the radish, and then we're going to fill it in. So you're drawing the shape of the radish somewhat here. Comes to a point. So that's one radish. And then off to the side is yet another. Another. And then right beside it, they're overlapping. One is behind the other. And you are drawing these radishes. Just want to show you closer up that you're drawing. Make sure you get the shape right. Then you've got the roots coming out of the radish. Make sure those are very important to give it some character, and that you know you do have a radish here, no other vegetable. And like we did the parsnips, we're going to do the side of the brush, and this is where you can start with 400 and then get into either 390 or even an orange, and you're going to use the side of the brush to give it depth. Side of the brush to give it depth. use the side. And these can be, you know, 390 with some 400. You can add a little bit of the orange if you want. That's totally up to you. How many colors you want to combine. You just want to use the side to make the shape round. And even when it dries, you can, you know, go back and add more depth to it. So that's about right. And now I'm going to go back into my green brush and do my leaf color. And the leaves can be a lot looser because then you're going to define them. So let's see, we're going to one. What I forgot to do is the stem inside, and that could be more of a pure black or even a dark green you could do. These are the stems of the leaves. Okay. So let's see, leaf. And then these leaves can go, you know, they can be outside. Overlapping the radishes. Just getting more of the leaves. Make sure, you know, your leaves are fairly dark. If you want to add some black, you can, just to give it some depth. Let's see. Some loose. Keep in mind this is going to be dry much lighter, so you always want to make sure you have enough paint on your palette there. Okay. Make sure it's somewhat dry. And then you're going to go in and you're going to do the stem. I mean the veins, sorry. The veins. That kind of defines the shape of the leaf. Okay, so there's the radishes. Make sure you go back and you add some of the roots that are coming out. So now we're going to do the mushroom. And the mushroom is very interesting because it is one stroke. And we're going to be doing it in 684. Either 684 or 699. 699, I believe, is a little bit darker. So I'm going to try 699. And if you have 684, actually 699 is a little dry, so I'm going to go to my 684, which is a sepia tone. And it's coming out pretty hard. But what I would do is add some black to the sepia tone, because you want it to be darker than the pure color coming out. You want it to give it a little more depth, so therefore you need some black to give it a nicer, richer color. And just make sure you have enough of it, because you're going to be doing various strokes. Here's the black. So I'm adding black to it, and you want to make sure you have enough of this so that you can do several mushrooms as part of the composition. Okay, again, make sure as you're doing it, you've got some adding black to it to give it a much more pleasant looking. Okay, so these are very much one stroke, and you start off with thinner and then you press, and that's a little too dry, so thin and then you press. So this is the cap, and then you have okay, so let's see. The cap is behind it. Okay, so let's do another. These are mushrooms, thin, and then press. And then you have your little stem, and then your inside of the mushroom. This is sort of an okay. So you might want to try at a different angle so they're not all the same. So this is like that. I want to get this closer so that you can see. And then this is the stem's going this way, and then you're going to connect it. Okay. So just do a few of these mushrooms. As part of your composition. Part of this composition. So, boom. just make sure you get the thinner and the thicker side, and then the stem, and then you're connecting. I'm gonna do one more. And you're gonna do the stem, connect it. And there you have it. So you've got your radishes in the back. You've got, your parsnips in the back, the radishes, and then the mushrooms. And we will do this again tomorrow. Thanks.